Gattuso would be fun, though, to see some of the players playing under Gattuso.
He might go to jail for all the stuff he's throwing at them. Cincinnati scored a sick free kick.
Juve are 1 point now from first place. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. Round 12 of the Serie is complete, and you know that means IFTV's got the Serie recap back. All right, actually, we'll start off with a positive one if you're a Roma fan, at least. If you're a Fiorentina fan, sorry for this one. 4-2, Roma beat Fiorentina, and Roma, like you said, a lot of the top teams drop points.
That's right.
Roma, one of the big guns, who's having probably one of their best starts to a season that I could ever remember. Last week in the Champions League, we know what happened. Now, 4-2 against Fiorentina, a game which Fiorentina came back in, and Gerson, who was so criticized all the time, 2 first Serie A goals came today. What I really love is Gio Simeone getting on the score sheet. I'm telling you, this kid's got to take off soon.
Fiorentina did well. I went 2-2, but my boy Manolas scored the third goal from the corner. Going crazy. I wish he scored the winner, but Perotti did end up getting a 4th goal for Roma.
He was actually really good. Manolas has been injured for a while. Roma's done well without him, surprisingly, but with him in, they still looked pretty solid. He helped them out big time, and he got that 3rd goal, so congrats to that. Congrats for that one, for you. You're welcome. Milan beat Sassuolo 2-0 in this round. And actually, before I forget, guys, there is going to be a giveaway in this video. We'll get to it a little later, and we'll give you the details. But Milan beat Sassuolo 2-0, a game where every Italian newspaper was saying if Milan loses this match against Sassuolo, Montella is getting the axe. Gattuso's coming in. They already made contacts for Antonio Conte, who, again, Sky Italia are saying that Milan are trying to sign. First off, Montella won, so Montella's job is safe for another day, according to most people. Typical Milan win, Suso. Every single time, we said this last time on the show, that he's predictable. He is so similar to Robin, and I love the replies on our tweet to this, where everyone was talking about Robin, because that's what it reminds me of. He does the same exact thing. We know where he's going to go, but he still gets away with it. He scores a banger. You
know that meme where you do upgrade? That's what Suso is when you do Robin in the beginning. Yeah, he did good. But this was a must-win game for Montella. If you really want, I can imagine him in the locker room before, guys. Please, do this one for me. I got kids to feed.
Would you have rather Milan lost so that they could sack Montella, or would you have rather them win?
There's no point of sacking the coach now. You got to keep Milan. You got to believe in him for at least this season and see how well he does. I
agree with you. Gattuso would be fun, though, to see some of the players playing under Gattuso.
He might go to jail for all the stuff he's throwing at them.
But yeah, Milan did run away with a 2-0 victory in this one. First half was actually really tough to watch if you're a Milan fan because they were struggling a lot. Things didn't look too great. But then in the second half, they were able to clean it together and save Montella's job, at least for another round. And they go into the international break. Let's move on to Inter against Torino, the early one for us. A 1-1 surprising draw. Torino were in the lead. Inter came back surprisingly. I thought it wasn't going to be their day, actually, because they just kept missing shots. Icardi was not on at all. But Eder, the guy who we constantly say is brought on and he's like a super sub, he saves them again. Even though Perisic and Icardi deserve credit for the goal.
He gets a lot of criticism, even for Italy. I always like Eder as a super sub because I feel like he always manages to score or provide a key assist or something. But yes, dropping points against Torino. This was really unexpected for me because they were on fantastic form, and dropping points to a team like Torino who have been playing pretty mediocre the past few weeks, I'm just surprised.
Mihalovic is another coach that's actually been under the gun. They keep saying maybe he's going to get sacked, maybe he's not going to get sacked. I think that these are some games that you're going to have throughout the season for Inter. 71,000 fans, first of all, at the San Siro for this 12:30 p.m. afternoon kickoff, which is actually hard to get a lot of fans into. Inter fans, honestly, we clap every video. Do you realize that?
We do. Well, stuff like this, we only clap, I think, once every, amazing thing that something happens.
Yeah.
And this was amazing. To play against Torino.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing. Early game, Inter, they're really supporting their team. Very passionate. Okay, Inter could not win today. I think it's important that you didn't lose this match at home. They got the draw, and Eder stepped up. That's a great thing of having him. And also, his son celebrating to his goal. Roll that clip. That is so awesome. Love to see that. Dropping points at a crucial time because rocking on up, Juventus got a win against Benevento, and with Napoli's 0-0 draw to Chievo Verona, that means Juventus is 1 point behind first place, 1 point above Inter, and 1 point below Napoli.
This happened quicker than I thought, to be honest.
And Benevento were up in this game through Cicciretti.
Cicciretti scored an amazing free kick, and I thought they were going to secure that.
Do his little dance. Do his little dance.
What was his dance?
You know his dance.
The one in the locker room? He was like just moving his hands all over the place. He looks so weird. The amount of tattoos he
like
has
those dance
for
skills. Like this video if you like those dance skills.
But yeah, Cicciretti scored a sick free kick, but Benevento still on the bottom of the Serie A table. Not even a single point. Pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, to go to the Juventus Stadium, 1-0 up, you know, the goal Szczesny could not have touched. And Juventus in those beautiful kits. Anyone who has one, let me know down below. I'm trying to get my hands on one. It's a little bit hard. Higuain again, saving the day. This week, he's really been stepping up under so much criticism. Now came back in a game where Dybala did not do very well, and he hasn't been doing too well since his fire start to the season. Pretty disappointed in how Dybala's been so far. And another guy who's constantly criticized, Juan Cuadrado, proves vital. Douglas Costa, very good match. Constantly in, finally starting to see a little bit more of Douglas Costa, and Marquisio returning after 2 months out. So a little bit of changes in the team, but overall, they got the job done. Yes, you wouldn't like to see 2-1 to Benevento, but you need to realize that this is what I've been saying all along. These are the types of little games around where all of a sudden everyone was saying how Inter and Napoli are in the Scudetto race. They're going to win the Scudetto, and Juve looks so bad from the other seasons where it's like Juve are 1 point now from first place. So like grinding out the wins is so important. We saw against Chievo Verona, Napoli could not get the deficit there. Chievo Verona celebrating a tie at home, which they should celebrate. Yeah, you never see really mid-table teams really put a fight with the league leaders. Yeah, they're celebrating like they won the Scudetto, but deservedly because they got a 0-0 draw with Napoli at home. And the Derby della Lanterna.
That's right.
2-0 win for Sampdoria.
Our boys, Sampdoria. We all know they were supposed to win because Genoa, listen, they're in relegation. And Sampdoria, what place are these guys in? They are in 6th place. They're overachieving. They're doing amazing. They got great attack, good defense, just all-around great squad with selling some of their key players.
Gaston Ramirez and Quagliarella getting the goals in the derby. A derby which, like you said, Genoa are in relegation zone. Yeah. But when you go inside a derby like this, none of the fans care because everything is on the line. This is it's probably more important than where you do finish in the season. As long as you don't go to Serie B, winning in this derby is important. Sampdoria, for the first time in over 60 years, won 3 times in a row. Last year, they won both derbies. This year, starting it off, of course, you guys know we have that connection with Sampdoria because we work with them. They've kind of become like my little second team in Italy. But, of course, we don't want to see what's been happening to Genoa because they went from last year being able to beat Juventus, draw with some of the top teams, push for a real spot, to now today, at the time of this filming, sack Juric and probably signing Ballardini, and just their coaching flip-flop has not been good. I blame their president, Preziosi, who's been trying to sell the club. He hasn't been making moves for the future because he knows he's not going to be there for a long time. It's hurting the Genoa fans, it's hurting Genoa, and it's hurting their beautiful game that they once used to play. But having said that, Lazio's game was postponed this weekend because due to weather. A few other games were at risk for weather issues, but they weren't. And also, let's just say, Spal drew Atalanta, which was pretty important. And I think the rest of the games were pretty obvious. Oh, Crotone beat Bologna.
That's true. And Cagliari also beat Verona.
The giveaway, whoever wants one of these hats, we're working with Fi Collection. They're not paying us. It's not a paid sponsorship, but they did give us a bunch of these hats, which we're going to spread out through our next few videos. And we're going to be giving all of these hats you see away. All you have to do, just like this video, comment which hat you want, and you'll get to choose one of these hats And then next week, the week after that, we're just going to constantly be giving away these hats. So turn on our post notifications. So if you want one of these hats, you'll win it. Free shipping, all of that. They're actually really, really high quality. Today, we also filmed a video with Copa 90. We had a little collab going on. So be on the lookout for that one. We actually spoke about 3 of the best Italian players ever and gave our quick opinion on them. So just some things that IFTV is working on behind the scenes, some things that you don't see. But the Serie A table, like Mike said, Napoli, Juve, Inter, Lazio, Roma, Sampdoria, Milan, Torino, Fiorentina, and Atalanta in the top half of the table. Comment on one of those teams, Mike.
I got to go to my limb with Juve on this one. They really are creeping up. I hate to say it, but they're only 1 point behind Napoli, and this Serie A is looking less and less competitive because teams like Napoli and Inter are dropping points. If Roma win their next game, they're going to be tied with Inter with 30 points. So they're going to put a little bit more pressure, and hopefully Juve can slip up the next few games so it could be a little bit more interesting, and I don't have to worry so much that Juve are like a point behind Napoli or something.
I like that. I like that the Serie A table, the top 3 teams, there's only 2 points separating them. I think it makes for a very interesting league. Also, guys, this has just come out of left field. I'm most likely headed to Sweden to watch Sweden versus Italy. Unfortunately,
I'm not going to be there. I still have school, so if I miss like one more day, I'm probably going to fail all my classes and I have to take another semester. So Marco is going to go solo on this with his fam. With his dad and his sister.
My sister's living over there. So me and my dad, she keeps telling the whole family. She's like, listen, you guys got to come out one day to Sweden. I was like, yeah, we're going to come. We're going to come. Now that Italy's playing Sweden, we're like, all right, we're coming now. She thinks that we're coming for her, but we're really coming for that football. Yeah, I should be back very quick. Hopefully get some sick content over there. And hopefully the Azzurri do win. But guys, that is our recap of round 12 of the Serie A. As always, subscribe if you're new. Comment on everything that Michael and I had to say. And let us know if you like the audio on this video, because it should be stepped up a little bit more. We're still working to get it a little bit better. But anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment below, like this video, subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ragazzi. What is up, everybody?
Dance, everybody.
Make it hot in this body. Stop, move your body. Make it hot in this body. Cuckoo, cuckoo.